Hello, this is Alexey. I continue to publish video tutorials and reviews. If this video will be useful to you, please subscribe to my channel and click on the like button under this video. In this way, you will help other users to find necessary information and my channel will be running better. All links from the video can be found in the description below. In previous free video tutorials, we create website on Joomla 4 from scratch. We used only free extensions. The result was a business website which was uploaded to the hosting. The previously recorded video tutorials for Joomla 4 are almost completely relevant for current version of Joomla 5.3. The information in this video tutorial remains relevant for Joomla 4 as well. At least this is true on September 3, 2025. In the previous video tutorial we worked with orders, sales reports, shopper groups and coupons. In this video tutorial we will work with shop, media files, shopping methods and payment methods. But first let's set up mail. Go to Site, Server, scroll down, and here we can see mail settings. There are three mail types: PHP mail, SendMail and SMTP. I strongly recommend use only SMTP. What data to enter here you need to ask at your hosting provider. In my case, I already knew what data should be here, but first of all, let's enter the mail of the site. Will be send mail or outgoing mail. From mail, you can leave reply name and reply mail as is, just blank, then it will use this data. But for test purpose, I will enter reply name and reply to name. This data may be the same or might be different. This is as you wish. Here in SMTP, you need to enter your data, not mine. Also, you need to select some SMTP security that will recommend your hosting provider. The username, in my case, my mail. In your case, it will be your mail with your domain. I won't save it. And after you enter all data here, once more you need to ask your hosting provider about SMTP host, SMTP port, SMTP security and create email address to send mails. Now just click Send Test. If you see something like this, in localhost it's just fine, but if you see something like this on your real server, that's not fine, so you need to ask your hosting provider about this. Let's check my site. This is different site. This is my Alexius.com website, main site. It's on hosting. Just click Send Test Mail. And if everything okay, you will see something like this. If everything okay, on your mail you will see the letter, not exactly the same, but some mail with text, this is a test mail, and so on. So if you can see some letter from your website, that's okay, the mail works fine. Once more, if you work on local server, so this is fine and this is not the error, because we'll work in XAMPP. Now let's go to component VirtueMart and let's see this section, shop. Here it is, shop. Here you can enter vendor name, shop name. Here you can enter several currencies, for example, euro. If you have multi-currency, then select all currencies you need. Here you can specify your logo. This image will be used here in invoices. Let's enter the description. This description will be shown in the letters. Also, we need to enter terms of conditions. Just for testing purpose, I will enter some text, terms of service. Also, let's enter legal information, save it. Let's go here, add to cart, show cart. Here we can see our terms of conditions. The next tab is invoice. Here you can change some invoice settings. Invoice we already saw in previous video tutorial. That's the PDF file. You can enter font size. Let's enter some text to invoice header and invoice footer. You can disable it, you can change the line color, you can use placeholders. This one. For example, just copy a vendor address and insert it, for example, here. Save it. Here we can see vendor information, for example, address. This will be replaced with this data. So let's continue our checkout. Just for test purpose, I add some information here. Let's check out as guest and confirm our pushes. Our order, here it is. Let's go here, orders, and let's confirm it. As I mentioned before, this is OK for local server. Let's see our PDF invoice. Here we can see our text, and we can see here, instead of placeholder, we can see our address. So just new, if you want to change something here, you need to go here and on the invoice mail tab change these settings. The next thing I want to show you is media files. Here we can see all our media files that we upload, our manufacturers, our products, and so on. So here you can go to the picture and add, for example, LT text and change other options. Also, here you can synchronize your folder with images with database. If you don't see some images here, just click Synchronize Media to VirtueMart and it will synchronize with your files. Of course, here you can create new media file and use it wherever you want in VirtueMart. The next section is shipment method. We already worked with it in previous video tutorial, but for now I want to show you some interesting things. Let's add new shipment method. It will be mail. If you don't want to make any integration with delivery companies, just click VM shipment and save it. Here you can select minimum and maximum amount. For example, minimum amount will be $100, maximum amount will be $500. Let's add it to the cart, show cart. As you can see, it published and we see it here, but if we select, for example, 10 products, it will disappear. Why? because it's much more bigger than maximum amount. If we select minimum amount 300 and select 1, also we won't see it, but if we select 2, here it is. Also, I'll delete it, we can add shopper group to this shipment method, and if shopper in this shopper group, he will see it. In other case, he won't. Also, we can select categories, for example, for girls, update the page, and we won't see this. We can block by categories, by countries, and so on. Also, we can select use coupon, and this shipment method will be shown only if somebody enters coupon here. Also here we see some configuration options. For example, we can select shipment cost, update the page, and here we can see our fee. Why we can see the fee is more than we enter here? Because here in the currency we need to select our main currency, United States dollars. About currencies we will talk in next video tutorials, but now just update the page and we can see our fee. Let's reduce it, for example, like this, and leave it like that. Also, here you can enter package fee and enter minimum amount for free shipment, for example, 200. Update the page, and there is no fee for delivering. Also, here, as you can see, a black color, it's not very good for users. Let it be white. Okay, and one more delivery method. It also will be white. Updating the page, and we can see 3 shipment methods. Of course, here we can enter some information, for example, like that. Update the page, and we can see this information here. Let's go to payment methods. We can create new payment method, for example, PayPal. Here we can select some payment plugins. Also, there are a lot of additional payment plugins. You can find it and install it. I'll just select PayPal checkout. Just save it. There are options here. You need to go to PayPal delivery page and get merchant ID, client ID, and enter them here. There are a lot of options. Also, if we select, for example, to checkout, there will be other options. I'll just leave PayPal. Update the page, and we can see PayPal checkout. Of course, we can enter here some description. We can enter minimum amount, maximum amount, shopper group, and so on. So, if you wish to restrict this payment method, for example, for some countries, just select countries. If you want to restrict by shopper group, select shopper groups, and so on. Here, there are additional options. If you wish, you can read and use them. the next payment method will be card. There are other payment methods. If you don't wish to integrate with any payment method, just select Standard. Select it. Select the main currency of your shop. Here you can enter some fees. They work exactly as fees to delivery. For example, update the page and we can see the fee here. So you can create as many payment and shipment methods as you wish. In the next video tutorial, we'll continue creating an online store in VirtueMart and Joomla. If you have questions, please leave them in the comments. If this video was helpful to you, please give it a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, this is Alexey, see you soon in new tutorials.